We are about 90 minutes away from kickoff here at the 35th Annual Rate Bowl at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. The Rutgers Scarlet Knights will take on the Kansas State Wildcats in the only Big Ten versus Big 12 bowl game in college football. Instead of receiving presents for this holiday season, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights are giving back to the Phoenix community. Ahead of the 35th Annual Rate Bowl, they teamed up with Southwest Human Development to help build little libraries, helped make stuffed animals, and read to kids. History will be made tonight in Glendale as the 54th Annual Fiesta Bowl will hold its very first quarterfinal playoff game between Boise State and Penn State in a game that is sure to be remembered. From walk-on to captain, Penn State linebacker Dominic DeLuca has one of the greatest stories in college football. Now, he's leading the Nittany Lions in the 54th Annual Fiesta Bowl. In a world where expectations are set and opportunities are rare, one player defied the odds. Dominic DeLuca, a Pennsylvania native, became a walk-on player at Penn State in 2021. Still recovering from an ACL injury during his previous high school season, he persevered during his true freshman year and managed to be named Developmental Squad Defensive Player of the Year. However, the next season, he was given what college athletes dream for, a scholarship to keep playing on the team he loves.
I mean, it wasn't an easy process. I mean, coming in as a walk-on, you're already underrated, overlooked a little bit. I mean, not getting the same reps as everyone else on the team. You know, just being able to keep your head down and work your butt off the whole time. And even when the lights are on, you gotta keep on working.
His teammates have also taken note of his strong work ethic and leadership on the field. Fellow linebacker Tyler Elston shared kind words about DeLuca and his incredible story.
As the years went on, we got closer, and just learning about his story is super special because he's so humble, he's super hardworking, and he just really does it for the love of the game and the love of the guys he's playing with, which I think is super special, and it honestly has allowed him to be as successful as he's been.
For DeLuca, this is a full circle moment. Growing up, he was a big fan of the Nittany Lions and attended their football games. Penn State defensive coordinator Tom Allen expressed his admiration for DeLuca's hard work and how his story of watching from the stands to being a leader on the field is an inspiration for all.
And it's coming back. DeLuca, touchdown!
It means the world to him to represent Penn State. That's the cool part. You know, he's from Pennsylvania, going to games since he was a kid. He and I, because I'm always fascinated by the way these guys tailgate here at Penn State. And he was one of those as a kid and his family, you know. So to see that and now be the guy that everyone's coming to watch is pretty cool.
This year, DeLuca has 38 tackles with a season high of 5 against Boise State in the Fiesta Bowl, with Penn State claiming a dominant 31-14 victory. The Nittany Lions will play Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl on January 9th, with a spot in the national championship game on the line. Alyssa Munoz, NAZ Sports. The Kansas State Wildcats are taking home some hardware tonight here after defeating the Rutgers Scarlet Knights at the 35th Annual Rate Bowl at Chase Field. Running back Dylan Edwards led the way by overcoming a 17-point deficit and also setting a Kansas State bowl game record with 196 rushing yards. Chase Field, the usual home of Major League Baseball's Arizona Diamondbacks, made way for a grassy football field atop their dirt diamond on Thursday. The 35th Annual Rate Bowl featured Rutgers University versus Kansas State University, with the Wildcats securing a win with a score of 44-41. Kansas State struck first with a 29-yard field goal, with the Scarlet Knights scoring a touchdown shortly after, starting a tight foot race between the two teams throughout the first half. However, the Wildcats found themselves trailing by the beginning of the third quarter with a score of 34-17. The Wildcats did not go down without a fight, with sophomore running back Dylan Edwards stepping up to the plate, scoring 3 touchdowns, 2 in the second half, and 222 total yards. 169 of those were rushing yards, which broke a record for most rushing yards by a Kansas State player in a bowl game.
Wait my time. I just was trying to do my job and my part for this team, and so I guess you could say I had more of a job to do today. So as long as I stayed focused and did what I was supposed to do, I think we was gonna come out and be successful.
With Rutgers leading 41-36 late in the fourth quarter, Edwards managed to find a gap and score a 36-yard rushing touchdown alongside a 2-point conversion, ending an exciting game with Kansas State claiming the Rape Bowl trophy. Coach Chris Kleiman expressed pride in his team for not giving up when things got tough for the Wildcats.
Obviously, great win, great resolve by our guys. In a bowl game, when you get down 34-17, it's easy to throw in the towel, but not this crew. It was really important for them to finish out strong.
The Scarlet Knights ended their season 7-6 overall and ranked 9th in the Big Ten Conference. And the Wildcats ended their season 9-4 overall and ranked 8th in the Big 12 Conference. Alyssa Munoz, NEZ Sports. Thanks, Reese. That's right. Basketball has been slowly wrapping up, and I was there to capture the action for Coconino's play-in game against Bradshaw Mountain. NAU men's basketball hosted Eastern Washington in the Sky Dome on Saturday. They came out victorious, 87-67. But one special Lumberjack joined the 1,000th career rebound club. Junior forward Carson Tout was celebrated prior to the game for his accomplishment. NAU's athletic director Mike Marlowe announced his retirement, which will be effective February 28, 2025. Marlowe has had a 33-year career in collegiate athletics administration, including the past 7 years with Northern Arizona University. The Philadelphia Eagles dismantled the Chiefs' shot at a three-peat in New Orleans for the big game. The Eagles got their revenge in a rematch of 2023's Super Bowl and snagged their second championship in franchise history.